Welcome back to Bearcast. Today our topic is going to be a bit of an in-depth topic. We're going to be doing bullying.
We're going to start off with the 3 stages of bullying.
Yep.
So the first stage is your sadness and your anger.
The second stage is hiding it.
And the third stage is getting help.
Do we have any examples for those? Trip, what's an example of yours?
Sadness is what?
What is sadness?
Sadness is like how do you word it? I don't know. You feel sad, so you go cry, and then it kind of helps.
What is anger?
And then your anger is when you punch stuff and it breaks.
Sure.
And
There's some people.
That's what I do.
Okay.
Is there's a hole in my wall.
Yeah, that's from your dad. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Hiding it would be trying not to show your emotions, trying not to show how you feel about the situation.
Acting like everything's fine when
Yeah.
it's not. And then getting help is either going to a parent, a friend, or a counselor and just talking to them about it and seeing their advice.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go through some facts about bullying.
Yep. So 27% of U.S. employees have experienced some form of bullying at work.
50% of U.S. workforce reports either having been bullied by someone at work or having witnessed someone else being mistreated.
72% of bullies are bosses. Abusing employees is not illegal. The mistreatment is demonstrably based on age, sex, race, or religion.
And bullying is 4 times more prevalent than illegal harassment.
In the U.S., 1 in 5 students ages 12 to 18 have been bullied during the school year.
Approximately 160,000 teens have skipped school because of bullying.
Students who reported that they were frequently bullied scored lower in reading, mathematics, and science than their peers who reported that they were never or rarely being bullied.
The most commonly reported type of bullying is verbal harassment at 79%, followed by social harassment at 50%, physical bullying at 29%, and cyberbullying at 25%.
Labeling an incident as bullying can be important because it influences whether students tell an adult, as well as how adults respond to the situations.
More than half of bullying situations, which is 57%, stop when a peer intervenes on behalf of a student being bullied.
6th grade students experience the most bullying at 31%.
70% of school staff has seen bullying. 62% witnessed bullying 2 or more times in the last month, and 41% witnessed bullying once a week or more.
Students are less likely to report bullying as they get older. Only 39% of high schoolers notified an adult of bullying.
42% of students who reported being bullied at school indicated that the bully was related to at least one of the following characteristics: physical appearance at 30%, race 10%, gender 8%, disability 7%, ethnicity 7%, religion 5%,
and sexual orientation 4%. Over half of students aged 12 through 18 who responded being bullied believed their bullies had the ability to influence what other students thought of them.
Alright, so that was a lot.
That was a lot. Anybody want to go in depth for some of those?
Hold on, I would have to go back and find the one.
I think hearing all the percentages of just people being bullied, all of those percentages should be 0, and to hear that 72% of kids get bullied in general, that's just hard to hear. It's not fair.
Mine that really stuck out to me was how students are less likely to report bullying as they get older. Honestly, I see that a lot.
They just want to shake it off.
Yeah, they just don't think anything about it and they think it's normal.
Too cool for school.
Yep.
We're going to go in.
Depth about the 3 stages that we went over.
Yeah.
So, okay. Let's step back from all of this. Whenever like one of y'all, if you've ever been bullied, when you ever get bullied, if you've seen other people get bullied, do you see kind of these 3 stages going on?
Do you see your friends or yourself? Do you feel yourself getting upset and being angry at the world or other people?
A lot.
I definitely think, like, when I've witnessed someone being bullied, I could tell that something has changed, like sadness or anger, and then they tried to, like, hide it.
Pretend everything's okay and nothing happened.
And then I don't always see them getting help, but, like, you can tell a difference after they have.
There's just something about students or friends that they come to school and they're refreshed and they're happy again, and that gives you some peace. You're not worrying about your friends anymore, and they seem happy again once they get help.
Definitely.
We're gonna go into some reasons for bullying.
Yes.
The first one is feeling powerless in their own life. So we're gonna go over like why bullies bully, and one of them is feeling powerless in their own lives.
Another one is someone else is bullying them.
Another one is their jealousy or frustration,
Lack of understanding or empathy.
Looking for attention.
mimicking behaviors of family,
Bullying behaviors get rewarded.
And lastly, inability to regulate emotions.
I think all of those are frustrating to hear. And I think if you are a bully, it's frustrating to have those.
frustrating to have it in your life.
Yeah, and also I know a ton of people are probably gonna ask, what do you mean bullying behaviors get rewarded? And I'm not calling anybody out or their parents out, but we live in a world full of sin, and not all adults punish their kids. And again, this is not me calling anybody's parents out whatsoever. It's just there are some people in the world who get rewarded for being mean, and it's not okay.
And, like, also in friend groups, like, if you tell or someone dares your friend to go and bully this kid, then they're gonna be rewarded as being cooler for that.
We're going to go into the most common types of bullying.
So the most common is cyberbullying, just because of how many people are on the internet all the time now. And then it gets into physical bullying, and then there's verbal bullying and sexual bullying.
All of them are not okay.
I definitely think cyberbullying is a big problem in our generation now with social medias. Sorry for the background noise. We love Mr. Richie.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But yeah, cyberbullying is definitely the worst.
yes. I see a lot of people just online, if they post a TikTok and you look in the comments, a lot of times they're very rude comments, and that's honestly really sad on our part. We don't even have to say anything. Even if we think it, you don't have to say it.
In our world, we are the most selfish human beings to ever exist.
Again,
And
not saying that anyone is selfish. We're just saying, as a whole, the
Like,
world
as
has
a whole.
gotten more selfish.
And we want to think and believe of others the way we see them, and that is not okay to put it out there, because you are putting them down and you are making their self-esteem or their confidence go down, and that is just disrespectful and rude on all levels.
Which, in an upcoming podcast, we will be talking about confidence and self-esteem.
Yeah, go check that out for next week's podcast.
Yeah.
Does
But-
anyone have, like, their own stories? Or, like, something that they've seen going on during school?
We'd love to hear your stories in the comments.
Yes, if you see this.
But I just having cyberbullying being a thing, you post things and it spreads faster than
Wildfire.
faster than you can spread butter on your toast.
For
Melted at that.
Yeah.
And I gotta be honest, kids are mean.
Mhm.
Teenagers are mean. We don't consider other people's feelings.
Mhm.
And I am raising both my hands up for that because I do the exact same thing.
We a lot of times jump to conclusions and we don't actually look at what they're going through or what the person is feeling. And we should really do that more often.
And it also has to do with popularity. People who want to be popular are going to show everybody how horrible and weird this other kid may be, even though you really don't know. And it's just not fair. But anybody else got anything to add to that?
No, I don't think so. Other than it's just really not cool. And like, if you bully someone else, or like if you have realized that you have, please go apologize. That could mean the world to someone if you just went over and said that you're sorry.
Yeah, don't shame anybody, don't bully anybody. It's alright, we're gonna go into our own stories real quick. Trip, you wanna start us out?
Oh gosh.
Or Lindley.
I mean, honestly, for me, I can't think of a time that I've been like really badly bullied unless it was just like a random day. But I have an autistic brother. And honestly, he's like where I've kind of seen some stuff. Not a lot. Most people love him. And most people from Brooklyn like have loved him. But like out in public, people might give him weird looks or something like that. And that's just, I don't know, like it really messes with me because he was born with that and he couldn't do anything about that. And so whenever somebody else does something to him, it's just really mean.
Not fun to see your brother get bullied.
No.
As the sister, do you step in?
I mean, it depends. I was mainly too young. Now he's like graduated from high school. I mean, he doesn't really get bullied anymore. But I was probably too young to even understand really. I was in elementary school. So I would just kind of notice things.
Trip?
Let's see. I know I get jokingly bullied a lot, and mostly for my haircut. I'm not gonna hide it. It's pretty bad.
It's in a funky stage right now.
It is. It always has been.
But yeah, like, even if you're kind of joking around with someone about their haircut or their height or what they wear, that's still bullying. Like, you might be joking around, but still.
Back to your story.
Yeah, that happens. I get called a tall boy.
You call us short. I really have no sympathy for you.
You said go over my stories, so I did. And I can't help that you're shorter than me, and so I have the right to call you short.
Alrighty, well, that's where we're going to stop for today.
What about her stories?
Well, we're running out of time, Trip, so...
My stories is I've been a bully. I have literally bullied my brother because he's my brother, and
Oh, I do that to my sister.
he
one of
aggravates me to the point where I want to erase him from existence sometimes. Yeah, I definitely been a bully to my family before, mostly my brother. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna stop. Maybe in the future we'll do a part 2 of bullying, but
Yes.
for now, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week.